looks like, guys, they are ready to go. This is 2K Sports broadcasting from Brooklyn, New York, as the Nets take it to the hardwood here at the Barclays Center. The starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
So, Kevin, here's what the Celtics head coach had to say when we spoke just a few minutes ago. Defending Kevin Durant is one of their focal points in this matchup. He told me that Durant gives defenders problems because he can pull up and shoot at any time from any distance. He said usually you can try and funnel and trap a player, but with Kevin, there isn't really a way to force him out of his range.
Thank you, Doris. Williams passes to Teague.
Get outside, get outside.
5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Gets it to go.
They're setting the tone early here, Kevin.
We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Red Hot. Teague covering for 3. And it's Durant missing.
He just couldn't shake loose. He had the defender draped all over him.
He dishes it to Teague. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
Beautiful finger roll to cap that drive off. He knows how to finish with some flair and flavor, guys.
To the inside. It's stolen. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first. Got that one up quick. He's got 5.
They've made one basket after another since getting this game started, and you wonder, is the blowout in store?
Too early to say that and go there, Steve, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
The Nets shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Well, impressive free throw shooting as a team this season, right around that 78% mark.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys. He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. And Walker kicks to Richard. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Thompson. The shot is off. Great D that time from Green. Here's Red Hot. Guarded by Walker. No good from Red Hot.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Celtics lead by 8.
Coming up Sunday.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And I like the physical play we're seeing, too, because this is a club that's really pounding the paint area and scoring inside.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Boston, we've got Green. Tristan Thompson is out there with Williams. Then there's Brown, and it's Walker in at the 1 spot. Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a win against Boston.
And, guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And to do it on the road, too. I mean, with the way they just kept coming at him and coming at him, they kept that crowd out of the game the entire time. That's good work. And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
And good, count it. Before I forget, guys, what did you think about his comments in the press conference after their last game?
Even when questions are directed to him about him, he makes a note to go out of his way to mention his teammates and the work they've done. I think it helps foster a good relationship with them.
Well, the beauty of the game, to me, Clark, is that it is a team sport, and it's not just about, how good you are as an individual. It's how the pieces fit. And a lot of times that comes down to relationships and how guys are getting along in the locker room. I think he's doing a really good job of trying.
Boston leading by 4. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Launches a 3. Good. He's got 8.
Now, they're not showing too much respect for him defensively, are they?
The Nets have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Kicks it to Green. Outside Durant. Pass to Red Hot. 6 on the shot clock.
That's the risk you run by staying out there as he picks up his third.
Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws.
Well, his dunking ability is unquestioned. He plays above the rim, and he won't hesitate to crank it down on you given the opportunity.
And his body control is something else I like about him. I'm not sure how he does it, but the way he's able to hang in the air and change his shot to get it around the defender is purely amazing.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Boston. Brown comes in for Green. Brown outside. Tatum. Off target from three-point range.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, Kevin. Red hot in the last game against the Celtics, got down to business. He finished with 27 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance, Clark.
It clearly was one of those games that when we look back on his career, this game will be right there among the best ever that he's played.
Well, he was in the zone from the outset. It was just one of those games where he was feeling it. Everything was going his way, and he attacked, and that's what I like. Once he knew it was his night, he just attacked relentlessly.
Here's Richard, trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Red Hot.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
Richard, and it's Boston with another.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
The dish to Harden. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Last game for the Celtics, it was a loss to the Brooklyn Nets.
In a loss like that, guys, you've just got to flush it down the toilet and put it behind you.
Yeah, you do, Steve, but it's much easier said than done. I mean, it's hard not to dwell on the type of poor performance it was for them.
The Celtics shooting their fourth and fifth shots at the foul line in the game.
And as a club, they're kind of in the mid.
Now, presented by Sprint.
And a fun game going out in the borough of Brooklyn.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Boston leading by 8. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. And Boston has possession. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Smith on the wing. The Celtics working the ball around now. And Shumpert pulls it down. The Nets have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Dishes it to Durant. Shumpert. Offensive rebound. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Here's where Boston sits right now, Kevin, in the current league rankings. 7th in field goal percentage, 9th in blocks. And they're a top 10 shooting team from the foul line. Pretty good company for that team.
And they've shot the ball pretty well. You talked about that field goal percentage, and I think it just shows that they're playing well together, they're playing hard, and they're playing well at both ends of the floor, because in order to have a good field goal percentage, you have to play good defense as well.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Boston. Kemba Walker comes in for Brown. Good. And it's 6 points for Teague.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
Here's Red Hot. Can't hit from the elbow. Celtics leading by 12. Smith drives in. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Boston.
You know, one of the big stories has been the three ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
The other area where I think they've been really solid is their execution at the free throw line. They've really taken advantage.
Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Red hot. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Red hot's got 11 points.
Yeah, he's just embarrassing the defense right now because didn't really need to double clutch there.
The drive by Green. Out to Smith. Three-pointer. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Red Hot, and he goes in for the dunk.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark? Brilliant throwdown.
Yeah, just exerting his authority out there.
And it's Walker penetrating. Williams. Green in the post. Defended by Dinwiddie. Walker against Harris. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
Boston making a switch here. Brown's checked in. That's good from Red Hot. There's 42 seconds left to play in the third.
Defensive foul at the line for the Celtics. Kemba Walker taking 2 shots.
That one is off. The Celtics making a switch here. And he's good on the second. Nets trail by 8.
I'd like to see them go 2 for 1 here.
I would, too. They need to make this a quick possession and a fruitful one, too.
Back to Durant. He passes it to Red Hot. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Red Hot's got 9 points now in just the second half. Celtics leading by 6. Brown with a screen on Durant. Tatum defended by Durant. Great D that time from Durant.
That's the kind of defense required when he's...
Oh, he knocks it in, a beautiful buzzer beater.
Just in time. That's a crucial 3, Kev. They've cut it close going into the 4th. They've still got a chance.
And as we finish... A minute and a half now into the 4th. Green gives to Walker. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Shot is off.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
On the court right now for the Celtics. The defense looking a little bit dazed now. A ferocious throw down there.
Not bad for a player of his size.
Not bad at all. How about that spring coming out of those legs?
Shoots it. Shot is no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
Yeah, that last meeting, they won the game, and remember, it was a huge day for the bench. I mean, they got some key points from their reserves. Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
Brown outside. The Celtics working the ball around now. And that one's good.
Kemba Walker.
15 points for Kemba Walker. Steve talked about the contribution they got from their bench in winning this matchup last time, Clark, and it was a great game for them in that regard.
Kevin, it really was. I mean, the depth they have was apparent on that day. I mean, there was no drop-off when they went to their bench, and the coach has to be extremely confident knowing that his reserves can handle their weight.
Back to Brown. Takes the 3. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Get there, get there.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Nets.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
And they've really done a nice job on the glass, too. A lot of second chance points here tonight. They're still right in this thing, but missing the free throw keeps them in a 2-possession deficit.
Just absolute domination in this one for Red Hot. He has 23 points, and free throws have been big for him today, with 6 points from the line.
Well, you know, he understands the value of those easy points. Also, you know, getting the opponent into foul trouble. I mean, those are big. Those are the little things that will add up for a team trying to get a victory.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Harden outside. Feeds to Harris. Pass to Jordan. Backing him down. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Nets lead by 8. Boston's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Walker goes in.
A surreal alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
Man, it all had to be perfect and in precision. That's not nearly as easy as they made it look.
Here's Red Hot, guarded by Walker. Red Hot, and it's blocked. Out of bounds, Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Boston.
Tristan Thompson.
And Durant backing in. Fader on the way. And right through it goes. Durant's got 22.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, the head coach for the Celtics, had some instruction for his guys during that break. He was riding them pretty hard for the number of silly fouls they've committed in this game. He said, listen, we need to have some defensive discipline. Stop biting on the shot fakes, stop reaching in, and stop giving them free points at the free throw line. We'll see if they'll respond, guys.
They get a hand on it. Out of bounds, Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession.
Brooklyn ball. 22 seconds on the shot clock. 22.
1:22 left here in the fourth quarter. Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
There's the pass to Red Hot. It's Durant on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one goes. Count it. And now a 10-point Brooklyn lead.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
That is good.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Brooklyn's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Here's Red Hot, guarded by Walker. Durant, the pass to Red Hot. Harris. Here's the screen. Knocked loose. The Nets need to get a shot off here. No good from Red Hot. Boston's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
You know, even though he missed that 3-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, because you know if you continue to give up open looks like that, you're in big trouble.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Shooting for Brooklyn. Red Hot.
Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. And a new group in for the Celtics. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 9-point ball game here.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
12 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Jeff Teague, taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 8. And so Teague hits 2 free throws. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
And that'll wrap it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan, and thanks for tuning in.